Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amaniola here with another video for you guys today. It's been a long couple of days, y'all, but without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So as many of you guys know, I just came back from Barcelona. Barcelona is a vibe, but there's so many things that I wish I knew before going to Barcelona. And I'm just here to share with you guys the knowledge that I've acquired and something that will really help you if you're planning a trip to Barcelona. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I wish I knew before going to Barcelona was the transportation system. This is gonna be a 2-in-1 almost. So Barcelona does not have Ubers or Lyft. Yes, they don't. So imagine thinking, oh, you're getting off the airport, you're so tired, whatever. Call yourself an Uber, drive to your hotel. Oh no, baby. They don't have Uber or Lyft. So you have to figure it out. And then guess what? A lot of people don't speak English at the airport alone. So you have to figure this stuff out on your own. So thank God I figured some things out about where my hotel is. Thank God for Google Maps. Oh, Jesus. Thank God for Google Maps, because Google Maps saved me a lot of the time. Apple Maps, you're trash, you need to do better. I was able to see the route from the airport to my hotel and what bus I need to ride and how many stops. Thank God the airport was only 18 minutes away, via bus from my hotel, which is amazing. So I had to ride, I think, bus 413 or something like that to my hotel, and then it was like a 5-minute walk. So just make sure you know where you're going from the airport, because if there's no Uber, how are you supposed to get around? Especially if you're like me, very like bougie and very like, oh, I want to get things done quick. Or like if you don't have a car and you just want to, do things really quickly, you need to know how to get around. I would honestly rent a car if I went to Barcelona again, just because they drive on the same side as us. So why not? I already know how to drive. And it's just easier, you know what I'm saying, just to get around from point A to point B. Even though some parts of the city don't really have a lot of parking spaces, I would still prefer it, just because I'm able to get around and not wait for a bus, and the buses don't run as often as they should. So that's just one thing about the transportation that I really didn't like. But now you guys know that they don't have Uber, so make sure you find something else to do before you get there, and how to, navigate your way throughout Barcelona. Okay, so the next point that I have is knowing how to speak some of their language. Barcelona is known to speak Catalan, which is a form of Spanish, but it's not really Spanish, but they speak Spanish. I hope that didn't just confuse you. But it was so difficult when I first landed, because I'm coming with a tent that is, it's a tourist place. They speak some type of English. Nah. In the airport, they didn't speak a lick of English every time I went. I would be like, hablo inglés. And they'd be like, un poquito, which means very small. And I'm just like, okay, so now I gotta, bring my 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade Spanish back to my mind. And, this is one thing I took for granted, learning Spanish fluently. And I'm still trying to pick it up small by small now, because I'm literally going back to Spain. So I need to be able to speak some more Spanish. I think their language, and even just knowing how to say things like, puedo usar el baño, like, can I go use the bathroom? Or donde está el baño, like, where is the bathroom? Or like, donde está, fountain of life, or whatever. Like, asking where to get to places and stuff like that. And, having people show you and just breaking down their thing. Another thing that helped me with the language barrier was I downloaded a translate app, and I'm going to put the app on the screen so you guys can see what it looks like. And that really helped me be able to say stuff, but make sure it's converting to their language, because I used it in one place, a restaurant, and they didn't know what I was saying. I was trying to describe ranch, but ranch is not a big thing in the UK. In Europe in general. It's a big thing in America. So a lot of places don't even have that in their languages. So that's one thing. So making sure you just translate the app to a correct dialect for them to be able to understand, and for you to be able to pick up some things, because it's also a safety reason too, because like I picked up some things like men were saying when I was walking, just about like how I look and stuff, like fetishizing me, of course. So just making sure you're safe as well by understanding their language, because they think you don't understand. So you want to walk with the confidence and make it seem like you know what you're doing and you know where you are here in this country. So making sure you break down the language barrier thing, because it can be very difficult to navigate and stuff like that. It would be where to get your tourist stuff from. Do not get it in the city. Do not get it next to all the expensive luxury stores. Don't get it there. If you're going to go to Park Guell, I think it's pronounced, and towards Sagrada Familia, if you're gonna go there, get your stuff from there, because I got my stuff in the city and I ended up going to Park Guell anyways. When I tell y'all the stuff was like 70% cheaper on my way to Park Guell, I was so pissed. I shouldn't have bought the souvenirs from the city, because I spent like 70 euro on souvenirs and shirts and jackets and stuff, when I could have bought it cheaper when I was walking to Park Guell, which is about a 40-minute ride from the city via train. So that's something important to note. Do not get your souvenirs in the city. They're going to rip you off, because that's where all the tourists are. But the tourists in Park Guell, which is like further in like rural areas, that's where you should get your souvenirs. And they were mad cheap. It was like one euro for like a keychain, or buy 3 for 6 euros and something like that, when I was getting buy 3 for 10 euros, just a rip off. So make sure you get your souvenirs in that place. The next tip and point would be similar to my transportation one, but they take cash a lot here. So you know how you can do contactless on a bus or on a train or whatever to pay for your transportation? You have to pay cash if you don't have a pre-ticket, which you can purchase from the ticket, which you can purchase from the train station. But on my way to my hotel when I first got here, I only had card. Like, I use card for everything. I have not used cash besides to pay for my nails in Manchester. So when they were like, no, it's only cash only, I said, cash only? Y'all not advanced. Like, what? Well, I don't pay for nothing in cash. So then I had to go withdraw money, and then the currency exchange was not fair, wasn't even. They were like charging me OC extra. So I had to withdraw like 50 euros, which ended up being like 70 American dollars, which is not like, it's not equivalent. Like, their currency is really close to ours now. It's supposed to be 57 euros or something like that, but they cheated me, whatever. So making sure like you withdraw money before you get to the place of the destination. You can go to the post office wherever you live and just withdraw the currency, and they'll give you the exact rate. But making sure you have cash. So I carried about 50 euros of cash, and that's how I paid for my transportation, and that's how I paid for like souvenirs and stuff that places that didn't carry cash. That didn't carry, you know, contactless card stuff. So making sure you have cash on you is important. This is something that I did know, but I wish to share with you guys. It's just making sure you have your stuff safely on you. So you guys will see from my picture that I had a bag around me the whole time, because pickpocketing is real in Barcelona. It's the #1 place for pickpocketing in the world. And I'm just so grateful I didn't get pickpocketed, but I was really smart and really intentional before I was going, because I went by myself. I had to be intentional about what I was doing. So I put the bag around me, and when I walked around, the bag was in front of me. You can't even open the bag without like twisting it a certain way, which only I would know because it's my purse, right? So just making sure you're really conscious of your environment, and when people bump into you, or you know, when people are just standing in front of you in the train station, just be very careful of that, because it is the #1 place for pickpocketing in the world. So that's something I would tell you guys to know. But thank God I knew and did my research on that before I went there, because nothing was stolen from me. So the last thing I'm going to tell you guys about would be the location of where you're staying, and making sure you stay closer to the city. Like, there's so many tourists in the city. I stayed about 25-minute drive via bus from the city, which was so annoying. And when I did meet up with some girls from there, it would just cost me more money because I'm so far from them. Mind you, while they were in the city and they could walk wherever, like, that was so annoying. And there was no food places near me, which was also really annoying. And I walked so much just to get food and stuff. So making sure you stay in the city where everything's so close by. And my hotel was really, really nice, nicer than a lot of the places in the city, but I would rather have stayed in the city and been closer to things than to just stay in a really nice ass hotel. you know. So I mean, it's up to you. If you rented a car, I would say stay where I stayed because it was nice, but and it had like breakfast and stuff. But if you don't, if you're not on that, nah, stay in the city because everything is close. The fountain is close. This transportation is closer there. Like transportation is more frequent in the city because that's where all the tourists are. There's more people there, so it's safer. So you can do like nightlife stuff and nothing will happen to you. In contrast to me, when I was walking back to my hotel like 4 a.m., like I didn't feel that safe at night because it was like barren. Like there was nothing around besides nice hotels. So, you know, just weigh it. But yeah, I hope these tips really helped you guys out. I hope you guys enjoy Barcelona if you ever check it out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We're almost at 1K followers. And thank you for everybody who's joined my family thus far. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All right, I'll catch you on my next video. Bye, guys.